Alright, so, Kiwi QnA or AlleyDog509 here. I guess I'll just get started right away with the questions. The operators asked, what are my hobbies? I mostly like to just draw and, read or write. Oh, and I sew sometimes. They also asked, favorite movie? That's a hard one. I have a lot of movies I like. But first ones to come to mind at the moment would be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or Cabin in the Woods. And they have two other questions. My favorite color would be the color I use for Gale's hair. You'll probably see it later in this video, actually. Yeah, that color is actually my favorite. A nice teal. And they also asked, what got me into art? Well, I've been doing art for a very long time. If you're talking when I first started, which was when I was a little kid, that'd be my mom got me into art. But if you're talking about serious art, making stories and stuff, someone I found on DeviantArt, I can't remember their name, even though they're a pretty big person on DeviantArt. Wow. Yeah, they got characters and stuff. I used to, I think, oh, hey, maybe I'll make a tournament, but nah, that doesn't work out for me. Next person was Nepaleo. Saying things wrong. They asked, I don't want to be mean. They asked, would you do the smooches with me? I'm sorry, Nepeta, but I am not doing the smooches with anyone. And they also asked, would you hug me for 3 days straight? I will hug you for a week. Megabanet asked, how am I? I'm doing pretty well. Some things could be better, of course, but life's life. I hope you're doing well, though, Bro Strider asked, my opinion on shooter games. I don't play a lot of video games. Mostly just, yeah. They're good, though. They can be. I focus more on story than gameplay sometimes. Well, I guess gameplay can be part of story. Depends on the game you're talking about, really. But most games are pretty good. At least the ones I've tried. Invader Grr asked, percent of gay on a scale of 100 to 100. Well, 99. No, I'm just messing. I don't really know. Oof. Look, the wings are being drawn. My goodness. Bags. Yeah. It's kind of weird to watch your own art being made. I used a lot of references for this, as you can see. And I skipped a couple of times because my phone didn't want to record. And I was like, no. What could I talk about now that there aren't any more questions? This took me about 4 hours in total if you don't include the breaks that I had. If you include the breaks, it took me about a day and a half because I kept having to do stuff and my phone kept dying. So there was that. I'm not really sure what to talk about here. I'm saying a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah, always remember that it's okay to copy and paste on your own work, so long as you're not stealing from other people. Yeah, that's a good thing to know. And there are some things I wouldn't have minded fixing on here, like that elbow. The one on the forward facing hand is his right hand? if I'm getting that right. Puns. And some, like, general looks on the eyes, really. The extra eyes. Those could have looked a bit better. I'm still really happy with the outcome. Especially those pants. Those are some nice pants. You gotta see those pants, man. Yeah. I'm trying not to keep this quiet. And I didn't write anything down or anything. This is just like off the top of my head. Besides the questions. That's the only thing I wrote down. I need to start being more prepared for this stuff. Oh yeah. Also, if you're like getting into digital art, remember, layers are a blessing. Like, even if it doesn't seem like it, yeah. And naming them is a very good thing, and putting them in like separate folders and stuff, organizing it, you know. It's really good to do. And I'm really hoping I'm not talking too fast or something, because that would be kind of upsetting. And I might have to redo the voiceover, because we're only like 6.5 minutes into this. If you're wondering why I'm doing it blue here, it's like the other stuff blue. It's the selection tool, and it helps me like figure out where I'm putting all, like keeping it from getting into other lines pretty much. And I've probably missed a couple of spots and didn't realize it or something. Knowing my luck, I probably missed some spots of color. Even though I tried my hardest not to. That went over the lines. Oh, and that's baby Gale. Gale is a 5-year-old. Yeah, that was fun to draw, actually. Dare I say, more fun than this one. I think they're about equal. Probably. Oh, and if you're wondering, yes, I did the research to see brown blood is possible. And it is. It's only found, but it's possible. The Pina squamosa, the type of mollusk. And it's the only thing on Earth found with brown blood. And I was like, this works. Yeah. I could have gone with red blood, but I was like, no. I wanted something different. Just, like, be the Homestuck I was always meant to be. Nah, I'm just kidding. I made this character before I knew about Homestuck. Like, the, blood types and all that. This character's been going on for, like, I've been, like, working on this character alone for, like, 4 years. But, to those of you who know my characters, the first one of them I drew was actually Lydia. Like, if you don't include the element characters, like Monsoon and all, and Smokey and Naya and Sal, then it would be Lydia would be the first. If you include Naya, all them, then it'd be them, then Lydia, then Gale, then Lily, then Adam. Yeah. Not including my villains. But yeah. Oof. I'm just looking at the little itsy bitsy bits of color. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't realize I'd put that little. I mean, I guess I kind of did at the time, but when I was looking at it later, I didn't realize just how little amount of color that actually was. This was a fun drawing to do, though. As much of a pain as editing was, like editing the video was, the drawing itself was fun. You know. But the recording kept stopping on me. It was so upsetting. I really love how little baby Gale came out too. I can't stop talking about him. He looks so cute as a kid. Oh my goodness. I've only drawn him as a kid like 3 times, so it's kind of weird to see him as a kid. And it's especially weird to see him without his braid, like his signature braid. And with short hair like he's seen here. You know, it's just so weird. It was weird drawing it like that, actually, because I was like, this isn't Gale. Oh my goodness, this does not look like him. But it was fun. It was fun. Especially the part, what was I thinking? I can't think. I enjoyed doing the lighting and show, and the orange part, like here, that one. It's just figuring out, like, how I wanted to do it now. Because if you didn't notice, I didn't really go in with a set plan on coloring, at least not for the wings. For everything else, it had a generally, you know, there feeling. It was kind of already ready to be there. But those wings were not planned at all. It was just very on the spot. There's something I wanted to say and I can't think of it. Well, there goes the color being transferred to the other wing. This is kind of weird. Yeah. Oh, I should probably say the types of wings I used and the birds. It's an osprey, and if I'm saying that right, and a crow. Those are the wings these are based off of. If you didn't notice by the pictures up top, at least. It was fun. I had a really hard time figuring out what kind of wings I wanted to use. And I saw these and I was like, I really like that pose for one. And yeah, and then I saw this little thing. And I can't remember what it is now, but it just kind of described his character really well, and I can't think of it now. I wish I could. And then I was thinking of crow wings because he's a pretty loyal dude. And crows are loyal. Even though they're also bad omens, which goes well. A loyal bad omen. Isn't that weird? Oh, that's one thing I was gonna say before. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but while the video was going, I went through different colors of green for a minute. It's because I didn't realize the thing wasn't recording my voice. So I was actually answering the questions before as well. And I was saying that's kind of the color it used to be, this bright green. Like, my favorite color used to be a bright green color. I used to love that a lot. But it's kind of been toned down over the years. I mean, I still love green and blue. They're still, like, my second favorite colors. But teal wins out now because, yeah, teal. It's really nice. Yeah. I could so sell colors just so well. Yep. Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, I dealt with that afterwards. Never mind. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was going for like blue sclera on the eyes because I thought it'd be good contrast, and it is. It's just not my favorite way of doing it, and it was also like to pretty much show that it was still coming off of the old picture, the before picture, which you'll see later again. Or again later, I should say. Sorry. Because this is a before, and this is a redraw, I mean, bleh. Even though, like, yeah. I like how the blood came out right there, but it's not my favorite. I still like it, though. It looks nice. It looks decent. It doesn't look over-exaggerated, at least. Yeah. It probably will with all the splatter I'm gonna do in a minute. I don't know. That kind of depends on your own perception of it and how blood should look, even though it's brown. He's like, Tavros. Oh, hi. Like, just him and Tavros hanging out down the street. Same old thing they did last week. No, I'm sorry. That's been stuck in my head all day. And it's like 12:30 in the morning. And I didn't sleep well last night, so having songs stuck in my head right now isn't very odd. I could have fixed that. I hate how that looked. Just that elbow. It made me so upset when I realized just how off it was. And it was after it was finished that I realized. And now I can't go back and fix it because the video's already done. I'm just doing a voiceover. So I'm really happy that I put the shadows on the blood because it made it pop out a lot more than it would have otherwise. And it just made it feel more realistic, I guess, that it had the shadows and gave it some weight, I guess. If I'm saying all this right. Ooh, excuse me. I really love how his pants came out. Like, there's just no denying that they look decent. At least the wrinkles in them do. If the color doesn't, the wrinkles look decent. And his hair just looks so weird to me because it's just so short. There's no braid coming out from behind him or anything, or on his side, or like over his shoulder or whatever. It's just short and it's weird. It's just so weird. Oh yeah, I should say that this is Gale if he still had wings, not like he already has wings. The reason you don't really see them in his other drawings is because he cut them off. Yeah, it's kind of messed up, I know. I'm terrible to my poor characters. And like this one in particular does not get a break, and I feel terrible about that all the time. Like, that's what I think about 90% of the time. Poor Gale. Oh yeah. I just realized that the wings didn't get the bottom shadow. The cast shadow, or whatever you want to call it. The shadow that shows up on the ground. Oh, that sucks. Wish I would have remembered that. But it was getting really late and I was tired. That's my excuse for everything, but it's true. It may be true, but I guess I should say that, like, I should do better. I love the color of the shading. I'm not really sure why. It's just such a nice color. I don't know. Especially when it's like the pure white right there. Like I don't have any color to it. It looks nice. It looks, I don't know. It's clean, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. I'm probably doing a terrible job. Whatever I'm trying to describe. Oh, I left so many lines. Did I ever go back and deal with them? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I'm still, even though there are some mistakes I'd like to fix, I'm still really proud of how it came out. It's one of my favorites, especially with the background you'll see later on. It's simple, but it goes with it. It looks nice. It doesn't, like, take away from him too much, but it's not, like, lackluster either. At least in my opinion, But we're not there yet, so you'll be seeing that shortly. Or I think shortly, within the next few minutes. Like, There was something else I was gonna say. I keep forgetting what it could possibly be. Like, it comes up in my head for a second, and then it goes away. But yeah. Oof. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I had to fix the shadow because one was lighter than the other, and I couldn't figure out why. But it's because I merged it at the wrong time. Or at the wrong amount of, opacity. Whatever. Oh yeah, I like how the lighting came out. Even though I had to go over a couple places a few times. I was really happy with it. It's just overhead lighting, you know. Very simple one. Or at least in my opinion it is. Man, if I could, I'd draw some shoes on that boy. Like, really. I'm not very good at shoes. I can draw feet, and I can draw hands, but shoes are a no-go. Yeah. As you can see, I forgot to fill in a few spots before I clicked on it to fill it in. Man, I'm just so happy with how the wings came out and all. I had to, like, go through all sorts of different areas further for it. I had to fix up the saturation and stuff. That was nice, I guess. Nice. But yeah, remember that having multiple folders and multiple layers is always a good thing. Because, like, you don't want to accidentally erase your line art because you put your, you accidentally went over it while trying to color something in, you know? Or you don't want to accidentally get rid of your character's eyes or something, or their mouth or whatever, because you forgot to, or you didn't, like, yeah, I think y'all get the gist. I might be messing this up now. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't know if there was another question or not. I have no idea. I don't think so. I think I'm just misremembering or whatever. Oh, wow. Ooh, here comes the background. Here comes the good background, not that background. I forgot about that background, actually. Here comes the good one. Yes. And filling in his teeth, yeah. I forgot about that. The good colors. Haha. Yeah, it takes me a little bit to figure out what colors I wanted to use and how I wanted to go about doing it. And then, like, yeah, I had to go back and erase some more. But yeah, it's just a simple little thing, and I really enjoyed making it. Look at those little clouds, those simple little clouds. I like those. It gives good contrast to the rest of it, really. And look at the shadows. They're the right color. I don't know. It was fun. I think I enjoy looking at it a lot more than... I enjoy it a lot more than if it wouldn't have had a background. Because, I don't know. It just looks nice. It's complete with a background. I don't know. Someone else might disagree. Who knows? And there's Kiwi, and there's Allie. Yes, that's me. Haha. Yeah. And this only has a little bit longer. Wow. Kind of sad, because, like, I really enjoyed making that. Yep. This 9th. And today's, like, what, the 10th or the 11th? And here comes the before. That's what it looked like last year in June. Yes. And the after. Well, thanks for watching, guys.